What's going on, guys? In today's project we're talking about an absolutely beautiful pair of Alfred Sargent Brogues. Now if you take a close look at the soles, we've got a huge split going across the flex point here. Quite a shame, as these soles do have quite a bit of life left in them, but no problem for me. We're going to be stripping these guys completely apart, right down to the bones. Going to do some welt replacements because the welts on these are completely ruined. They're all dry, cracking and just falling to bits. So without any further ado, keep watching, see how it turns out. So now it's time for the breakdown process on these Alfred Sargent shoes. I'm going to strip in all these materials off from the bottom here. Everything's cracking. The soles, the midsoles and the welts. I'm going to strip all these guys down, right down to the bare bones, rebuild them back up, get them looking fresh. So join us for the full Alfred Sargent rebuild. Alright, so that's our shoes completely stripped down. We removed all the materials that we need to remove from them. So let's take a look at what's going on the inside here. To be honest, first look on the inside, these guys are absolutely great condition. There's no problems with the gaming, there's no problems with the uppers. We're just going to put some cream in here before we get them re-welted, because we can get access to all these dried out areas that were underneath the original welts. So without any further ado, let's get these bad boys creamed up and ready for some welting. So for creaming these uppers, we're going to use some Saphir Cream Universelle. Now it's a really nice product, adds a ton of conditioning back into these uppers, and it's going to really buff up to a nice shine. So now it's time to get these shoes re-welted. I've gone ahead and soaked the welt in water for a good half hour. That makes it really soft and supple, and it really allows me to get around the toe area and the heel area, because there's such a bend on there. When it's not wet and it's dry, it's quite hard to get around those areas, so this will really help with getting that part done. I've got some really nice waxed thread here, and this is going to allow us to pull these welts really tight in, and the thread's just going to sit in there nice and not going to snap. Now when attaching these welts, we always start from the inside part of the shoe here, not on the outside. This is to hide the splice once the welts are connected together at the two ends. So we're just going to pop our jerk needle here through each of the original holes that were on here. It's best to use the original holes like this, so we're not creating any extra holes inside the uppers here and weakening the structure of it. Now I find this quite therapeutic. Just sit back, watch the world go by and stitch away. Quite time consuming, takes around about maybe 40 minutes per shoe. You can sometimes get it done in half an hour, it really just depends on how quick you want it to go. So now it's time for grooving the channel for our stitches to lie inside. So we're going to get our sole here and our little sponge pad, and we're just going to lubricate that up so it doesn't stick on the machine when it's going around. This cutter tends to stick to rubber quite easy, so this just helps it guide around the boot and shoe a little bit easier. Okay, so now we're going to get these soles stitched on. I think what we're going to do for these ones is have a brown top and bottom thread. So we're just going to replace this white thread that's in the bobbin here with a nice brown thread. So we've got brown against the sole, brown against the welt. I'll tell you what, you can't beat a fresh stitch on a brand new welt. It just looks absolutely stunning. Alright guys, that's us completely done with this week's project. These Alfred Sargent shoes came in a sorry looking state with those bad cracked soles, but we stripped all those old materials off and rebuilt them back up to their former glory. So guys, drop me a little comment below, let me know what you think about the finished results, and we'll catch you in next week's video. Peace.